Joe Cullen.
He's fired up! The cauldron of Ali Pali has claimed many a soul. You betcha! Powers through! That is what it's all about!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome. You've joined us live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. This is the Paddy Power World Dance Championship, brought to you by the Professional Dance Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players from England, taking part in his 15th World Championship, the winner of 11 PDC titles, a Premier League runner-up, and a winner of the Masters. Time to meet the rockstar Joe Cullen! Ladies and gentlemen, from Wales, the winner of 3 Grand Slam titles, a World Grand Prix champion, the winner of 2 World Cups, and ladies and gentlemen, the former champion of the world, the Iceman, Gerwyn.
Kicking it off, we have that man there, Gerwyn, the 2021 World Champ, world number 10 these days, who's looking to get back to his best here. Beat King Barry 3-0 in his opener, 91 average, 39% on his doubles. So what can the former champ deliver here against Joe Cullen, the 2022 Masters champion, the number 23 seed, who hasn't had the best season? I mean, neither of them have really. But wow, did he look back to his best against Wessel Nyman in the second round. A 98 average, where he threw in 8 180s, 41% on the outer ring. He was very good indeed. And he was fired up after as well, wasn't he? Well, he is once again the outsider here. This is their only meeting of 2024. And it is Wales's number 1, Johnny Clayton, who awaits the winner in the 4th round. Let's see how this one plays out. And for the first time tonight, let's head to Cons and join Mark Webster. And good evening to Rod Studd.
Good evening, Emma. Evening, everyone. Well, rarely has a walk-on song been more appropriate than Don't Look Back in Anger, because Joe Cullen was an angry man after that classy win over Wessel Nyman in his first match, complaining he'd been disrespected by odds makers, pundits and reporters alike. So goodness knows what he makes of the fact that he's a 2-to-1 betting underdog for this next assignment against the former world champion. I can't see him being overall. What he's got to do is just go up there and by all means enjoy it, Mark, but enjoy it by being disciplined here. Right?
You are bob on. And he's just got to emulate that performance in round one. The demeanour in the game was good. And felt he'd been overlooked. But his performances haven't been great this year, Joe Cullen. We talk about the pair of them not playing like they can.
60.
This is a great opportunity for him with Johnny Clayton next as well. There's a real chance for him to ramp their way up the rankings, and Price looking to start with a max.
Well, you've had the pleasure of Joe's company this week while you were both watching that rabble of a football team that you support getting beat again. What kind of mood was he in?
He's always in a positive mood. It's even this year that it's been really tough for him. He's had some tough times. As it's Price who fires in the first match. We expect plenty over the next hour or so.
134.
But yeah, he's confident, and why wouldn't you be after that opening round performance?
Well, it was a superb performance. In many ways, it was a shame it was overshadowed by the post-match shenanigans. Gerwyn Price has started like a house on fire. Whatever that is, he wants 54. He wants tops for an 11-dart leg here.
This is for a statement start. This is where he feels has cost him matches. Yeah, big opportunities at doubles. His doubles percentage during the year is actually okay, but he feels key times he's been missing them. Gerwyn Price. Will he be made to pay in the opening leg?
That's the game. And you're quite right, Mark. He often alludes to the fact he feels he's lost matches or legs he should have won. But you should only win the legs you hit the double in. It's all very well creating an opportunity. You've got to take it. Same in any sport, really.
Longer format, reminder, first of 4 sets. So that'll help the players settle. Gerwyn Price has certainly settled. Max in leg 1 and Max in leg 2.
134.
These two don't hang around either. The pace of each player will suit the other one's rhythm. We've seen
99.
some last set drama already in 2 of our matches this afternoon. If this one went all the way, I wouldn't be surprised, and it wouldn't take too long either.
60, going to require 122.
Well, with Cullen out of finishing range, he could go any way he wanted. Didn't have to entertain the 418s for bullseye, clearly. And he set up the same finish that he bodged in the first leg. This time it would be a 14-dart if he can get it done in 2 tops again. And this time no bother to hold throw when he knows full well he could have broken. He does need to break in this first set if he's to win it, the Iceman.
This time he had plenty of time with the 54 had he missed. Cullen gets in on the act with the 1-ace, all in that right-hand corner.
Well, I tell you what, it could have been a 450 there. He could have hit 15 in there. Rarely have you seen 3 darts in such a small space, and on he goes. Well, threatening to emulate Damon Heta and Christian Kist.
I'm not sure any player wants to at the minute with the outcome. Both players hitting the perfect leg, but exiting the tournament. Both players started well here, no early nerves. Cullen, like Price in the previous leg, has got a bit of time with the finish. 58. Needs that time. Price just looking to bring this down and hope for some mistakes from Joe.
100.
He's going to need a raft of the mark, isn't he? He's going to need multiple missed starts at double 16. He gets no missed darts at double. In fact, Joe Cullen has thrown 2 darts at double 16 and he's hit it on both occasions. Three maxes from the Iceman in the first 4 legs.
59.
Price looking to send it to the sider. Missed 2 for the leg in the opener would have been a breaker throw.
Did he spot a low-flying insect there?
96.
Gerwyn Price. Well, Joe Cullen will be mindful of flies and wasps. Remember that game at the match play, Mark, when he missed match darts against Gary Anderson with a fly got into his line of sight?
It was some tie, that was. And that was just one of the few examples where Joe suffered heartache on a big stage. None more than here last year when he had match darts against Luke Humphries, who eventually went on to win the title. He's in action a bit later on this evening.
Joe Cullen cannot finish here, even off the back of that maxi. But that's a sloppy setup from the Welshman to give Cullen some hope.
Price's reaction told the story there, Rod, didn't it? He knows he could have to fiddle about with his 75. Stays in the 20s, 20 for tops. Should get 2 darts. He may recover the situation with a treble. He can't, so it's just going to be the 1 dart to send us to a deciding leg in the opening set.
So 1 dart at double instead of 2, and 1 is not sufficient.
Joe requires 68.
And Joe Cullen here, looking to swoop for the opening set. And that double again, winking at him.
36.
But he couldn't find it this time.
His first miss on a double, his first miss on double 16. This switch can get tricky. He's done really well. Big roll from Price. And we go all the way in set 1. It's Cullen's darts. But even this early in the match, it could be an important leg.
Very important, little doubt in my mind. Or in Gerwyn Price's, judging by the way he went about his business at the back end of the 4th leg. And what kind of sound will emanate from the Welshman if he fills this up, I wonder?
The door was ajar with the opening visit of Joe Cullen, 44. And Gezi has gone in with a 2 treble visit.
100.
Still one of the box office stars of world darts, despite a disappointing year for the Welshman when he hasn't really lit it up on the big stage. Joe Cullen could be criticised similarly, but he has got a quarter-final to his name at the Grand Prix.
Yeah, they both exited in the last 16 the match play, didn't they? Won their opening games, played well, but just couldn't back it up. Cullen went out to Michael van Gerwen. Gerwyn went out to Ross Smith. Too many loose darts in this leg from Joe. And the advantage now is well and truly in the hands of Gerwyn Price.
2 turns from here, Mark, as you rightly allude. .125. Well, Outerberg or even bullseye was his better.
Joe disappointed with this leg. He's still in it. Gerwyn Price had an opportunity at 75 earlier in the match and couldn't take it, but this is for the first break and the set, but now it's just 19 segment. Double 6 to wrap up set 1.
An opportunity spurned. 2 darts at double missed in the very first leg on the Cullen throw, and 1 missed in the 5th. Costly, possibly. Not now, though. Joe Cullen has muffed the opportunity himself. Extraordinary scenes in the opening set on a big night of darts.
Got to tidy this up, though, Rod, because double 3 can get tricky.
82.
Gerwyn's darts stick up in the board. If he lands below, he could block the path. Will he go direct for it?
He will, and now it's 1-1. The escape route. Can he get that over the top of that second dart? He can, and he has. And Gerwyn Price lets everyone know about it. Lets Joe Cullen know about it. The power-packed Welshman has struck first in this last 32 tussle. Gerwyn Price breaks through in the first set. Can he go on with it in this race to 4? Join us in a couple of minutes for set 2.
Well, here at the darts, we thought our first match of the night would be close. Joe Cullen and Gerwyn Price going head-to-head, and it is living up to the billing and some so far. Gerwyn Price, he's missed more doubles than he would have liked, but a double 1 just to end that first set. That is what matters. Price leads. Yeah, getting some reactions out of him as well. He leads Joe Cullen by a set to 0 in a race to 4. how does the rest unfold? And let's find out. Let's rejoin Mark and Rod.
Yeah, 3 big darts matches tonight on the Ali Pali stage, kicking off with Price versus Cullen, then Snakeys in action against Jermaine Watermaina. And then the world champion himself is in town, Luke Humphries, to take on another Welshman, Nick Kenny.
59.
Big night of Harris at the Palace. And Price on top here early.
Yeah, he made that set going his way. Fair, he's been the better player. He's averaging 9 points more. Cullen was finishing well. He did have a set dart to win it 3-1. There was a few loose darts in the deciding leg, and Price took advantage.
Managed to find the target with that one. It wasn't easy, but he did it. Well, such has been his disappointing run this year in 2024, the Iceman. He didn't even qualify for his favourite tournament, the one that launched him as a PDC superstar, the Grand Slam of Darts. I was dismissed as a 33-1 outsider for this tournament when it started. Well, and this applies to Joe Cullen too, Mark. The draw seems to have opened up in this segment, doesn't it? Quarter 3.
Yeah, this the third quarter was obviously stacked with talented players, but just who weren't at their best. So someone finds their best game's a real opportunity. Gerwyn Price just shuffling over, and when he won the world title, he was reliable on that double 10, and he opens up with a holder throw in the second set.
I remember another Welshman most reliable on double 10 in the world final, 2008 at the Lakeside. Incredible scenes.
60.
Mentioning Welshman, Gerwyn Price not the only one in action tonight. We've already seen a win for Johnny Clayton this afternoon. Price started well here. Nick Kenny, who's done a great job getting to this round, keeping his tour card. He gets a crack at the current world champion Luke Humphries in our final match this evening.
These two players have met 23 times before. Price has a narrow head-to-head advantage, 12-11. But this match so much bigger than any of those previous 23 meetings. This is a big one. We're in London. That's the difference.
Certainly are.
96.
The last high-profile meeting at the match play last year, and some clutch finishing from Joe Cullen at the back end of the match. Saw him record victory. Went on to the semi-finals well before losing to eventual champion Nathan Aspinall.
Joe, you require 36.
Double 18, no bother at all. The most comfortable of holds for Joe Cullen.
We'll have to find a break at some point in this set, though, Joe. His eyes will light up with that first start. Lucky deflection with the last one, but matches the opening visit of Price.
Joe Cullen had 8 maxis in that first match against Wessel Nyman.
140.
Not so much Wessel mania, it was maxi mania from Joe Cullen. He's now got 11 for the tournament.
51.
Gerwyn Price, fairly reliable in this round at the World Championship as well. His only defeat in this round was last year. Brendan Dolan. He's next up. The Green Machine, Michael van Gerwen.
And that was one of those darting curiosities where the player that won the match won fewer legs. Price won the leg battle 14-13 against the history maker, but lost the match 4 sets to 2.
76.
Nice setup.
Makes it even more baffling. There was a 2-set difference as well.
Very much so.
It's the beauty of set play.
Not if you were Gerwyn Price on that occasion. I don't really think he thought it was the beauty of set play. Tops, and he bangs it in like a golfer, ramming it into the back of the hole. Well, he's at it tonight, and no mistake, Gerwyn Price.
140.
Cullen's upped it from the break. Gerwyn Price stuck a couple of points on his average as well. Warming up nicely this match now, but it's Price who holds the aces because he doesn't need to find a break in this set.
High quality, high octane darts from 2 ace Arrowsmiths in the last 32. Gerwyn Price is really finding his touch.
140.
A set average here for the Welshman of 105.5, and for the boy from Bradford 102.
139.
And that knocks it up to 105 and change. An excellent set of darts here. Price holds the edge by virtue of throwing first in it.
96.
They're both at it at the minute, aren't they?
64.
In good flow. I said the pace of the game would suit both players. Not going to see the 164. And this is for a two-set lead. 125 for Gerwyn Price to go halfway to the last 16.
Treble 20. Leaves tops for a 125 kill.
105.
Joe had a set dart to win the opener 3-1. And Gerwyn Price
Game shot on the fourth leg.
took it to the side and broke. It's Cullen's opportunity now. Needs a big leg here.
Sensational! Fifth 180 for the Welshman. This is only leg 10.
134.
Rattling along one every two legs.
Do it at the start of a leg on your throw. It gives you control.
140.
He's in a great position for a two-set lead here. Cullen's got to hit big.
And we talked about how set play worked against Gerwyn Price in that defeat to Brendan Dolan. It's working in his favour here. If he holds throw here, the leg score will be 6-4, but it'll be 2 sets to 0 up.
Two treble visit for Joe. You feel that he's thinking of a change of target here now. He'd like to stay down there because two treble 19's 133. Leaves it at 100, but I don't think that first start's done him any favours. And he's just having to think of leaving a finish now.
101.
Yeah, that's the temptation he wanted to stay down, but had to really think about it.
62 left. Finds the treble. 12 to lead. Double 13. It's an odd double. It makes no difference. Gerwyn Price has won the fifth leg of the second set to go with the fifth leg of the first set, and that equates to a 2-set lead.
5 180s he's piled in, and we are over 500 180s for the tournament. A reminder, Paddy Pack didn't already know, are donating £1,000 to Prostate Cancer UK for every maximum hit at this year's tournament. Last year, over £1 million was raised. Luke Humphries hit the most, you can see him there. With the award for that, the Ballon d'Or, 1 in 8 men will get prostate cancer in their lifetime. The biggest lifesaver is making sure that men know their risk. You can scan that QR code on the screen right now to check your risk. It only takes 30 seconds, but it could well save your life. Well, Price looking very good here indeed. To be fair, Joe Cullen is as well. We hope this will be good. It has produced fireworks so far. Let's see how the rest of this one plays out then. We'll join Mark and Rod.
Thank you, Emma. Yeah, I think Joe Cullen can consider himself a little bit unfortunate here due to the quirks of set play. He averaged 109 and change in that set and still lost it. Leg score 6-4 to Price, set score 2-0 to the Welshman. So Joe Cullen, who's playing as well as he did against Wessel Nyman, is on the wrong end of the scoreline. Can he consider himself unfortunate, as I just hinted, Mark?
Well, he can, but that's set play, isn't it? And those fifth legs are key, and Gerwyn Price has won them both. And we were just talking, Rob, we're at the match play now. Joe's coming out 6-4 down one break. You're not panicking, are you? But he will begin to panic here, particularly if he drops throw early in this third set.
Well, this bottom half of the draw, or section of the draw, vacated by Gary Anderson, who was favourite to reach the final from the bottom half. The big two, the two Lukes, are in the other half of the draw. And it's really opened up now with Anderson out. Van Gerwen now favourite for the bottom half. But this man here is saying, don't you forget about me. He's left 76 here, Cullen no finish, and it was Joe Cullen's darts. There are problems here for the rock star.
100.
Big problems. If Price breaks here, he can go 3 sets up by holding twice.
Yeah, he's in big trouble now, Joe.
56.
Really struggling on tops, and that pulled that really low, and it offers an outside chance to Joe to hold throw in this leg.
133. Going required 20. Game shot the first leg. Gerwyn Price.
Price does break in the opening leg, and Cullen's got to dig deep here. This tie could race away from him if he's not careful.
$100. $93. $45.
Opening for Cullen against the darts here after that visit from Price. You see he's just getting a little bit agitated now, Joe.
Well, Gerwyn Price has checked out at 44% here. That's more than acceptable, but the curiosity is that on double top and its derivatives, he's not been great. 2 out of 6 on tops and 2 out of 5 on double 10. So 4 out of 11 on those two, which are his preferred doubles. It's curious.
It's something he'll be keen to address, but overall he'll be delighted with how he's playing.
55.
Joe won't be, obviously the scoreline will concern Joe, but he'll know he's playing well. 97 average, call it, plays well, not far of 100 from Gerwyn Price. Some standard for both players, but it's Price who's played the big moments better at the minute.
Thought it might go away maybe to the 17s there. Single would have left 160. A preferable 3-dart finish to 157, which requires hunting round the board for 2 big trebles.
Joe, you require 157.
157, or Price comes back for 71 for 2 zip in the third. Treble 19, he has to go down, he can't find it. And that was the point I was making, Mark. 2 treble 20s for tops is a better finish, isn't it?
Yeah, that first dart was inviting, wasn't it? He'd have fancied getting a second in there. Price to double his lead. Tops, not been a massive friend to him in this match so far.
Missed again. Well, he went hunting treble 17 to leave double 10, and then the 2 singles left top, so he's happy to keep ploughing on. Double 6 for Cullen to make him pay, and he has.
The second leg. Joe Cullen. Third leg is Joe to throw first. Game on.
Needed that, an instant break back for Joe. He knows this set slips from his grasp. He's given himself plenty to do, and that will help his cause. 4th max for Joe.
Well, was that 5th missed start at tops in the match by Gerwyn Price a big changing point, I wonder,
93.
in the second leg of the 3rd set? Would have put him 2 up. Oh, bounce out denies him a 7th max.
I was going to say, I'm not sure it's just got caught in the darts, hasn't it? It was unlucky. But for Cullen, it's a welcome break.
58.
First to a finish. Would have liked to be betterly placed.
$135. Joe, you require
Well, it does leave a finish.
82. Going to require 161. Joe, you require 88.
This is big for Joe. May just be a dart of the ball. Well, now he's got to rescue the treble, and he had these few too many loose darts from Joe. Shaking what he knows.
So another chance coming in, Mark. 16's going to leave tops again. He's going to keep knocking on that door of double top. Anyone at home? The answer is positive this time for the Welshman. Regains the lead in this 3rd set, and another break.
Now throws for a 3-set lead.
Game on.
Gerwyn Price continues the trend. of breaks a throw in this set, but a hold here. We can start thinking about an all-Welsh clash in the last 16 with Johnny Clayton. Cullen's got to dig in now.
Well, things looking very nice for the ice here. As Mark said, there's a possible meeting of Welsh World Cup teammates. World Cup winners for Wales. And it would mean one of them will make the quarters at this year's Worlds.
Yeah, both players had relatively disappointing campaigns last year. Johnny exited the last 16. Gerwyn at this stage, the Brendan Dolan. Joe Cullen made the last 16, was involved in that thriller with Luke Humphries last year. He's got some work to do if he's going to that round again.
125, going to require 167.
Doesn't need to worry about taking it out, but does need to set it up, and that's
57.
not as good as he would have hoped. One big treble would have put him on course. Couldn't find it, so now a three-figure out shot with Cullen lurking.
121, going to require
Some
106.
aggression in that last start from Joe. He had the desired effect. Will he get a chance? He is going to get a look at the 101 for what would be a fourth breaker throw in this set.
54, Joey require 101.
And would keep him afloat in this set and the match, you could argue. Can't find a big treble with either of the first two darts, and that
69.
means now his fate in this set is in Gerwyn Price's hands. Two dart combo, pop finish. Tops again will be the target at the end of it, you feel. Tops for Price.
For a three-set lead, and that is a three-set lead. The only hold to throw in that set. But Gerwyn Price gives it some, and Joe has got to rally now. He's 3 sets down. He's got to look to the spirit of Daryl Gurney this afternoon. Couldn't quite get over the line, but he got really competitive from 3 sets down. But Price is on the brink of wrapping up a comfortable victory here.
This is the old Gerwyn Price who's come to play tonight.
55.
He's been off colour for much of 2024. Somewhat timid, you might say, but the Dragon is breathing fire tonight. Gerwyn Price has come to play.
Just got to break a comeback down 1 set at a time, and the immediate aim for Joe is, well, he has to win this set. And just try and build from there. Had a set dart in set 1.
83.
Went to the decider in set 2. Price pretty comfortable in set 3. And Joe has just got to try and get Price embroiled in a match here.
Well, can't think about
98.
running the full 26 miles and 385 yards of a marathon in one go, Mark, can he? He's got to take one leg at a time, one visit at a time, one dart at a time. Great
65.
sporting cliches, but that's what he's got to do. He can only throw one dart at a time.
Yeah, not try and rush either. You can get tempted into just trying to speed things up because you want to quickly get back in the match. Like you rightly said, Rod, just break it down. This is for the opening leg. It would be against the darts as well. And he does get an early break. No reaction from Joe. Now he's got to back it up with a holder throw.
Game on.
Backs it up, backs up the break with a good start to his own leg.
59.
Mark has already alluded to the major difference between set play and match play. In this circumstances, let's say Price was in a race to 10 legs, he's on 9, he's only got to find 1 leg, but in this he's got to find 3 out of 5 at some point. It's a very different dynamic, and it gives Joe Cullen some hope,
45.
just as it gave Daryl Gurney some hope today. And he grabbed it.
He's definitely switching. Yeah, that one's hanging by a thread. But he's making a good fist of backing up this breaker throw with a hold here, Joe Cullen.
57. Joe, you require 130.
Well, if he hits that, would he go for it? Maybe to ignite his performance, but I think he might have been pragmatic in any regard. He's left 52 now. There's no problem in this leg. Gerwyn Price is a mile back.
128.
Even after that.
52.
Double 16.
He's finishing really well, Joe. Time on this double 16.
20.
He's going to need another visit. Finishing at 50% in this match. He's getting Price of the more opportunities. It's reflected in the scoreline so far.
Joe required 32. Game shot the second leg. Joe Cullen. Third leg is going to throw first. Game on.
Well, Gerwyn Price having a bit of a lull here.
100.
We've seen players who get a commanding lead. We mentioned the Johnny Clayton, Daryl Gurney game. Damon Heta was 3 sets to 1 up as well, and Luke Woodhouse turned that game on its head. So it's not out the realms here, and so far Joe's made some decent strides in this set.
100.
Enjoyed that turn. Joe. Yeah, Price's reaction as if to say, where's that been?
99.
Not hit a lot in this set. His set average is in the low 80s. So.
Yeah, having a bad spell for whatever reason.
65.
Can happen.
Going to require 144.
Picks it up again here with another there. Oh, the deflection downwards was disastrous in terms of the finish.
86. Joe, you require 156.
This is for the set.
60. Going to require 58.
Double top.
Game shot the
Still in the set, and Joe Cullen needs to hold here, Mark, and no mistake.
Joe to throw first.
This is where Cullen really needs to be forceful with the advantage of throwing first.
99.
Encourage Gerwyn Price that he can get the match wrapped up in this set.
Gives him a lead of 100, give or take, in a leg that if he holds throw, he wins the set and keeps the game
81.
alive.
Should be bringing 18 segment into play.
56.
Can't leave a finish. If Price can add an 8th max here, and he has done. Here's down to a 2 down, and if he can take it, he will throw for the match.
Whoa. Gerwyn Price playing the role of the Grinch to Joe Cullen here. It's making his life a misery up there. Treble 15 would have left tops, and Joe Cullen now has a 2-dart finish to put a set on the board and make Gerwyn Price think a little bit here. He wants 66, Joe Cullen.
Needs this. Want that for a set, and he can't take the tops, and Price gets the opportunity to break back.
Big passage of play this. Price wants tops, 2 in hand. Double 10. And still that double causes trouble. Tops and 10s have really been a bugbear for the Welshman, and Joe Cullen now on the same target. Joe Cullen's alive! Joe Cullen is still in this match. Takes the set. Gerwyn Price had his chances there, didn't take them, and Joe Cullen did. And Joe Cullen is still very much in this last 32 tie.
Let's just show you what is happening in the practice room right now, because this is Jermaine Wattimena, who is looking to end what has been a brilliant 2024 on a high and go at least one step further than he has ever gone before at the Worlds and make it to the 4th round. Well, he meets Peter Wright, the two-time world champ tonight, who is searching for form. Well, both Gerwyn Price and Joe Cullen have found their form, haven't they? Some clash to kick off a first night back after the break, both averaging over 95. But it is Price who leads 3-1. How does it end then? Let's find out. Let's rejoin Mark and Rod.
Thank you, Emma. Yes, Luke Humphries, the world champion, is in action tonight against Nick Kenny. And if you were dreaming of a white Christmas, you'll have to wait till tomorrow, because Ian White plays tomorrow evening against Luke the Nuke Littler. Oh, this is beautiful in the red bit. Exquisite. A ninth 180 of the match for Gerwyn Price. Is it a fifth for Cullen? It's not, but it's a 140, his ninth.
Set on the Joe Cullen darts.
Knock on. Does that a lot, to be fair, doesn't it?
He did it mid-9 darts in Belfast a few years ago in the Premier League. Didn't really take him out of his stride too much. Set on the darts for Cullen. He's got to make it count. Get it to 3-2. Then Price will have something to ponder. At the minute, he'll still be fairly relaxed about the situation, for me.
140.
Two three-figure outshots on offer here. Cullen needs the treble, can't find it. So Gerwyn Price here
60.
gets a look at 1-2-1. Treble 17. And he can't find either of the requisite big trebles.
62. Joe required 52.
It's a bit messy.
20.
Loose from Cullen.
Halving his darts at double from 2-1. It was costly. Tops for Price. He only needs one. Now Cullen's back in the cart again here.
Second leg is going to throw first.
He teed up the leg really well, Joe. A loose start at the big 20, and that reaction tells a story. Price again in a position where he's just a couple of holes a throw away from the fourth
60.
round. And a clash with Johnny Clayton.
134.
Statisticians will tell you by only having one on a double, you're reducing your chances to about 40% from about 66% if you get two. And so Cullen's loose dart at the big number mathematically was potentially costly. In reality, it was costly, and Price swooped. Now he needs those two holds again, Mark, doesn't he? And it's good night.
Yeah, position Joe's in as well. He's trying to build up a bit of momentum. And little mistakes like that can prove costly, and it was in the opening leg. And he's responding well, though, in this.
117.
And lucky with that deflection. He's down to finish.
Well, his own particular brand of momentum, known in the darting world as Joe-mentum, Mark. Can he find the Joe-mentum in this match?
Joe require 116.
That magical, mystical force. Single. Leaves tops. Big moment. There's that fly again. It's come all the way from Blackpool to annoy Joe Cullen. This irritant of an insect. He wants tops.
96.
And once again,
Going to require 61.
that pesky fly. Price wants 61.
It's going to be one for Price. Did that delay cost Cullen? Well, they're both at it. Cullen missed a big number in the previous leg. Gerwyn Price has done it there.
Whose side is this fly on anyway? Cullen wins the leg.
Joe Cullen. Third leg is Joe to
Oh,
throw
the
first.
Cullen fans are on their feet now. Calling for another half a lager.
Price may start getting a little frustrated, Rod.
134.
He had a position where he'd done what he needed to do, grab a break in the previous set. He didn't even need a break, did he? Just hold on to your throw. He let that one slip through his grasp, and he pounced on a mistake from Joe Cullen in leg one here, only to file an error in himself. And it's as you are on throw in this fifth set.
It could begin to get irritating for Gerwyn Price, this, because it's easy to forget what the actual score is and just be fixated on the order of the scores happening. Even if he loses this set, he's 3-2 up. It's an extremely strong position to be in. But it would feel like it wasn't, because he's lost the last two sets if that happens. And the mind can play tricks, Mark, can't it?
Certainly can. We've seen some big turnarounds in best of sevens. I seem to recall Dirk van Dijvenbode recovering against Ross Smith a few years back from 3 sets down to win 4-3. Gary Anderson was on the mat against Ian White and recovered. So once you get in that stride, the crowd will get involved then. There's a lot of different factors that can contribute to a player turning the scoreline around, but immediately he's just got to get a couple of legs here, Joe, then focus on the next set.
Well, he's got double 16 in his sights to go up in legs in the 5th. He gets it.
Average is pretty much identical now. Joe's slightly higher, 95.5.
Oh, yes.
123.
And he's found a purple patch, Joe. Needs to convert it into just a 1-set deficit. Price's body language is very mixed at the minute.
140.
Both of those sets of stats is very impressive. Players would look for 40% plus these days. 50% is world class. So is that, by the way.
Needed that last one, getting him prize. But this is for the set for Joe Cullen.
Treble.
No ton plus finishes in the match.
19. Leaves tops. And still none marked. And if there's none here after this visit, Cullen will be back for that double 10. It's on though for the Welshman. It's on now for tops again. Top of the shop, but not top of the pops here. He can't find it again.
These are set darts now. He's had one already, Joe. And you can hear the crowd are ramping up behind him. Gerwyn Price chuntering away. That's wild. Oh, what an opportunity missed. He's still got the darts in the 5th to decide if we go there. That is a huge opportunity. 4 darts for the 5th set for Joe.
Similar problems for Price now. Double 5 hunting. Charlie chasing doubles all around the darts board, both players. Splitting for double 4, Joe Cullen. For double 2, back near that first dart. Sort of thing is happening here at the Alexandra Palace. Knee-knocking stuff.
Well, it's been a match littered with quality. If you get these nervy legs, you get these nervy moments. That looks inviting for Price. So does that. But they went. More chances for Cullen.
Well, what a carry on this is, but this is World Championship darts. This is a crucial moment in a big last 32 tie, double 2. It's there, Joe Cullen wins the 5th set. The gap now was 3 sets. It's now just a solitary set, a slender advantage. But Gerwyn Price has the darts in the 6th.
When you've been 3 sets to 0 and you peg back to 3-2, the advantage of having the darts doesn't feel as...
No, that's quite right.
Strong, yeah, because you've been pegged back, you feel under it.
That was my point a couple of legs ago. If you said to Gerwyn Price at the start of the match, we'll call it 3-2, Gerwyn, and you can have the darts in the 6th, you say, thanks very much, we won't bother with the first 5 sets. Because you think that's a brilliant position to be in a darts match. But now, as you rightly say, his mindset may well be different because he was 3 up, it's now 3-2, and suddenly he'll feel a little bit fragile, you would feel.
Yeah, it's all circumstantial, isn't it? And at the minute, he'll just think he'll just restore some order. Kind of like what Johnny Clayton did this afternoon, just found a way after being pegged back from 3 sets up to 3-all by Daryl Gurney. Some display from Daryl. Shawnee just got over the line and
Gerwyn Price needs to just keep telling himself the score. It's 3-2 and he's got the darts. He's in good shape, even if he doesn't feel like it.
On the flip, this is where Cullen's got to continue the attack. Grab an early break here, then it'll plant some real seeds of doubts in the mind of Gerwyn Price.
2. Gets the deuce, needs tops.
82.
That has been a familiar pattern.
123.
Stay in that 16 segment. It's just overcooked it, hasn't he? Get the fundamentals right, he'll be... You can't knock it, he's in a good flow and he's just got on the aggressive and he's just over-pitched. But at this point in time, paramount, you get that shot of the bullseye minimum.
Gerwyn Price is fumbling for finishes. Still top 5-1. Well, he can't find a finish. Can Cullen?
Stepping back, Joe Cullen, expression no, he knew that was loose out of his hand. Just yeah, that one is on point. That one is a breaker throw. Gerwyn Price is wilting on the big stage here. Two sloppy darts there, the 2 really low darts from Joe. That indicates...
And double 5 Sean, pretty quickly.
Looking at the set averages.
96.
Indicates this is a nervy set.
Gerwyn Price has persisted with setting up double top and its derivatives as a consequence of missing it. 6 out of 14 on double top, 2 out of 10 on double 10, and 1 out of 6 on double 5. And those darts and those doubles are contributing to the problems here to some tune. Tops again, here we go again. And there it goes again. It's the same old song and he doesn't like the music.
1 treble 18 needed minimum, he's got one. This is where, yeah, doesn't go over aggressive. Bullseye for the 1-2-2.
74.
More opportunities for Price. And in normal circumstances, you just expect this to go, but these aren't normal circumstances.
Double 5 now. He finds it. It's there somewhere at long last. And he must feel that he's just completed a treasure hunt. He struck gold on double 5.
He's done well.
Time was marked back in the World Championship year 21 and in and around that period where he was absolutely mustardo on 10s, 20s and 5s. Mr. Reliable on those segments, but he hasn't been tonight.
But he has put the match back in his hands. 2 holes to throw away in the last 16, and Joe's got to work hard again to find a breaker throw. We'd be foolish to think this is going to be just as plain sailing as a couple of holder throws for Gerwyn Price, though, Rod, the way the match has gone.
Scoring continues to impress, but he must feel that the double top, the double 10 and double 5 are made of pastry, not sizer, because he's been so flaky on those segments.
Just frustrated there with the loose one. Doesn't leave a finish. But Joe's not going to leave one either.
59.
Edgy leg here.
89.
Well, a raft of troublous visits here in the meat of the match, in the heat of the match. Cullen finds the red bit.
100, going to require 167.
Joe, you can tell, the look on his face, he fancied that live, getting another treble 20. Decent pick-off from Price. It's all a bit hard work for both players at the minute.
So Gerwyn Price here, barring a monumental accident, is going to get a dart or darts at a double. He's going to get 2 at double 8. Now he's moved right away from the north of the board to the southwest, where he's holidaying for a couple of darts. He needs to find it. He can't.
60. Joe, you require 50.
To break again. Double 16. And he does break again. Errors from Price, punished from Cullen. And he's throwing remarkably to level up this match at 3 sets apiece. He actually leads in leg play now, Joe Cullen. But a hold the throw here will send us to a 1-set shootout.
Remember, Gerwyn Price led this race to 4 sets match by 3 sets to 0. My, how the tide has turned. Price trying to stop the tide coming in like some kind of darting King Canute here.
42.
If he breaks here, he throws to the match, remember. That's the fine line. That is the tungsten tightrope these two players are tiptoeing along at the moment. What a match this has turned into. Looked like it could be a blowout or a walkover. Now it's an absolute scrap.
57.
Joe Cullen has stayed in a darts match he had no business still being in. Kudos to him for that. Could have folded his hand at any point, but he kept on playing.
Price is just desperate to get this done and get off, isn't he?
Why wouldn't he be?
Cullen's just keeps nudging.
164. Going to require 164.
Another there. Would have left the bullseye.
92.
It's okay, but Joe Cullen has a chance to level up the match. Not now. It was a long shot anyway, but now it's no shot.
Over to the ball short of his last start, brings him to single to double.
Going to require 72.
Huge moment. This turns it in favour of Gerwyn Price. He throw for the match. 8 for tops, you'd think. Tops has been a real battle for Gerwyn Price. And again, it proves this time he's just too high.
Going to require 57.
Well, it was a more aggressive dart, but it was the same outcome. Tops for Cullen. Double 10 now. It's there, and Joe Cullen now lets us know all about it. What an incredible comeback from Joe Cullen. He's the comeback kid tonight. Scenes at the Alexandra Palace as the boy from Bradford battles back from 3-0 down to 3 each. 1 set of darts remains.
Right, it's the first real roar we've seen from Cullen, not just in this match, but in this tournament. He kept everything in check in round 1 against Wessel Nyman. But that's huge, and that tells the story. There was opportunities for Price in that 6th set, plenty of them. Cullen more clinical, 50% in that set.
97.
And now Joe Cullen has a chance to lead for the first time since he led it 2-1 in legs in the opening set.
83.
Well, he has the Joe-mentum now, doesn't he?
96.
Don't become a multiple major winner though if you can't dig yourself out of a hole and get him in Price. Needs to find a way to do that here.
Oh, it's incredible.
162.
A 162 to leave 146 to take the lead again, as Mark just said, for the first time since the end of the 3rd leg in the 1st set. A long time ago.
It's not the first time Joe Cullen's recovered from 3 sets down in the World Championship. He didn't convert into victory on that occasion. Martin Kleermaker 3 years ago, 3 sets down, 3-all. Couldn't finish the job. Martin won the deciding set.
Remember, double 10. Maybe he does too. Price finds double 10. It had been camouflaged for much of the night, but he's found it now. And Gerwyn Price is in front again. What a roller coaster ride we're on here.
And that's what Clearmaker did. He found a big shot, a ton-plus finish from nowhere in that deciding set when he was on the ropes. Price has done it there.
Well, for 3 sets, Gerwyn Price won't have had a clue whether he was on the swings or the roundabouts. But now he knows he's on the roller coaster. Can he ride it out to the finish line? Or has Joe Cullen got other ideas? To be honest with you, Mark, you'd almost be surprised if it was so simple as Price just holding twice, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
It just doesn't have that feel to it, does it?
No, it doesn't. You can't fault the effort of both players here. They've given everything. They can play better, of course they can. This is the World Championship stage. It's about battling, and both players have done that.
97.
Well, for much of this match, Gerwyn Price's favourite doubles, double top and double 10, have gone from friend to enemy. Joe Cullen, when Gerwyn Price's allies have turned on him, has been there to take full advantage. Brilliant darts.
Yeah, needed, because the previous visit was poor from Joe. But again, a chance to break straight back.
65, Joe, you require 70.
Treble 18 was the calling card. Double 16 is the final destination. You can't find it. So there's a chance here. We just saw that whopping 140. That leaves the bullseye. Smallest target, and would have been one of the biggest darts in the match. But at this level, that was nowhere near.
Joe's got to hold himself together here, though. He's worked hard to try and get back level in this set. Got to take the opportunity. Looks a little awkward. There's still a decent path to that. Now it's awkward. Oh, and he threw the last out really quick.
Going to require 39.
So, is it 19 for double 10, Gerwyn? No, it's 15 for double 12. That's the MO. Now double 6, eastern side. Oh no. That was for 2-0 in the deciding set. And the brink of victory now. Joe Cullen looking at the green bit. Wow. Oh, he's found it.
Huge moment. Joe's family willing him on. He's been brave in this match. As has Gerwyn Price. Price. Errors on the doubles are just costing him.
What an extraordinary game of darts we have witnessed here. And it's not finished yet, by the way. Far from it.
58.
Seemed over in no time. Looked like it was going to be over in the twinkling of an eye.
84.
It's just not happening for Price here. Thought maybe that 140, the first ton-plus finish of the match in leg one, might turn it in his favour again.
59.
Can he find a 13th? Which would have been unlucky for Joe Cullen. To leave. Double 19, and he may not be too disappointed to have not hit it, because it gives him more scope to pick a double, which would be more preferable.
Joe, you require 78.
And Gerwyn Price on the finish. Loads of space to the left.
58.
He'll be back. It's not been that clean-cut game where you're looking at it thinking this is just going to be 2-1 Joe Cullen. There's been a lot of messing around in this match.
140.
Well, he was trying there with that last start to leave double two. He's left 44. Will it matter though? It won't. It's all over. And now Gerwyn Price, from being a set away from winning, is now having to hold throw to stay in the World Darts Championship.
140.
Well, we've had drama this afternoon. The first two matches went to a deciding set. Woodhouse beating Hector. Clayton, who awaits the winner here, beats Daryl Gurney. And this one could have some
56.
match time left in it yet.
Breathless and breathtaking.
It's edgy. It's inviting for Price though. He's done well here.
137.
When it seems everything's going wrong, he's found a decent leg. He's just got to tidy up the 70. Cullen's got to apply some pressure.
96.
It's edgy and nail-biting. That's in the crowd, never mind on the stage. 20 for tops to stay in the match. Otherwise, Cullen gets a look at 130 to clinch it. He's going to get a look at it because that tops has eluded him yet again.
Joe, you require 130.
He'd back himself to get that minimum dart at the ball. To end the thriller, there's a match dart incoming if he stays straight. It's a double five for the match, and it's come and gone. Sigh of relief for Gerwyn Price.
Double 10, he's still going to get it, and he has. He survives. He survives. He stays on the tightrope.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the match now tied at 3 sets all and 2 legs all in the deciding set. A reminder that the match must now be won by 2 clear legs. Should we reach 5 legs all, then the 11th leg will be a sudden death leg. 5th leg is Joe to throw first. Game on.
Well, there's the rules and regulations as we move into yet another tiebreaker here. So if it goes 3-2 in legs, it's not the end. Must win by 2 now, unless it goes 5 each, and then Cullen will have the darts.
Cullen looking to fire straight back. Can't quite do it. 18 maxes in the match, 13 to Gerwyn Price.
This is the last minute of the 12th round of a big heavyweight fight. Both boxers, dartists, exhausted now, you feel, out on their feet, throwing on instinct.
Price has had drama in this leg previously in his quest to winning the world title. He took out Brendan Dolan, the deciding leg in this round. He went all the way with Kim Hybrex a couple of years ago to a deciding leg and found a way to get over the line. He may need that here.
Well, he's in trouble now in this visit. He's got to find a treble. Can't.
39.
I feel there's been stages in the match, Rod, where the players done a lot of good work, but they haven't done it with just some silly visits.
Double 18. Don't think it was in. That is.
I'm not sure about that. 18 for the double. But he did leave the bed clear.
Tops. Double top is torturing Gerwyn Price. And double 10 is adding to the misery. Double 5 won't let him off the hook. Chance after chance after chance to break the throw there. Cullen, double 18, open bed. Double 9, the cross, the switch. Splits.
24.
More messing on the doubles.
Mark, do you think he was going for 10 double 4 there?
Yeah, of course he
was.
was.
An accidental 6, yes.
You just throw in that region, you've got a chance, but not the double he wanted. Price taking a step back. There's 36 darts at doubles, but he finds it there. Keeping it all in check as he now throws for the match. Joe Cullen, reminder, has had a match start at double 5 on the end of a 130 combination. Now needs to dig himself out of a hole again.
Mark, you said he'd missed 36 darts at double in the match, Gerwyn Price. He felt like he'd missed 36 at the back end of that leg, to be quite honest. It was a missed double-a-thon, but he found one in the end. You want to know how difficult it is to win a World Championship darts match? Watch this. Even the best in the world struggling to find a finish.
Cullen has had a lot of heartache on the big stage. Here against Humphreys last year.
And I tell you what, Mark, if he gets beat here, that'll be right up with it, because this will be an absolute sickener, absolute agony for Joe Cullen, who's come back off the canvas to get a match start. Thought he was going to be comeback Cullen. He may still be. Look at this. But Gerwyn Price has got 2 turns to the board from 176.
Yeah, how's your setup play, Gerwyn Price? Can't find a treble yet. Still can't find one. Ton 40 makes it interesting for Cullen.
There's one treble. There's the other that Mark was alluding to.
Going to require 160.
Can he get a dart at double to win the match? Single 19. Leaves tops, which has tortured him all night. And still the agony goes on.
They both had a match start now. Cullen to stay in. Oh, he's got 2 in hand, the double 16. Only needs the one and breaks straight back. He's kept fighting in this match, Joe Cullen. Gerwyn Price had 1 dart for a place in the last 16 at the end of that 116 combo, but it's Cullen who fights on again. Huge visit.
Well, crowd in a frenzy here as well, they might be.
Yeah, the families are living, breathing every single moment on that stage.
97.
Gerwyn Price has now missed 13 darts at double top. He's hit it only 6 times in 19 attempts. It has been absolutely infuriating. It has taunted him all night. And in the end, if he loses this match, that is what he's going to reflect on, I'm sure. A target on which he's so reliable normally, but not tonight, not when it's mattered. But he's still in the match.
And this match has had no sort of pattern, has it? It's nowhere where you feel, even when Gerwyn Price had the 3-leg lead, 3-set lead, I should say, it was, I'm not saying it wasn't convincing, but there was opportunities in those sets for Cullen, is I think where I'm going.
100. Joe, you require
Cullen here
151.
in front in this 7th leg. There can only be 11. It must end then. This leg will not end now.
64.
Cullen has played a last leg shootout with Michael Van Gerwen. It was the year Gerwyn Price won the tournament.
134.
Of Michael.
Joe, you require 87.
And he avoided last leg drama, and he's to hold his throw here first and foremost. It may just be a dart ball.
Double 5 it is with a treble.
77.
This will not be a darted ball. And still he persists, and still he insists on going for double top. And this time he says, I'm boss here, I'm the daddy, you'll bow to my will. And Gerwyn Price hits tops.
Game on.
And if he can win this leg on his own throw, he will finally have staggered over the line.
60.
And Cullen has to fight back. He has done throughout the match.
81.
It'd be disappointing to return after that first dart.
The winner of this match will want to go for a very long lie down in a dark room. Goodness only knows what the loser will want to do.
43.
There was some shoulder in that second dart from Gerwyn Price. It didn't seem to leave his hand freely. And Cullen's on the fight back charge again here. All 3 yet again clustered in that right hand side.
Cullen sees the initiative in a leg he has to win. Price has not thrown a good leg on throw. Cullen making hay.
140.
Both players, yes, they've had some moments, but they're refusing to go away.
I'll tell you what, Mark, in a leg where you have to break throw to stay in the World Darts Championship, to leave 100 after 9 is quite exceptional.
He's bought himself time, Joe, with the power scoring, just having that luxury to be able to set up, that's fine.
It will be double 8 to push us closer to a sudden death leg in which Cullen would have the darts.
Joe requires 16.
Double 8 it is. Price still on a long shot. Doesn't matter what shot he's on because Cullen has levelled up again. Gerwyn Price has had 2 chances to hold throw in this set, the 7th set, to win the match, and he hasn't taken either of them.
But effectively at a best of 3-leg game now. And it's advantage Cullen. Say advantage throwing first. The last 4 legs gone against the darts.
But on all known logic, Mark, which doesn't really play a part at this point, throwing first is an advantage. We know that. What will it count for here, I wonder?
58. 96.
Every treble.
Oh, yes, look at this now. Just the right time again.
Went on the aggressor there, Joe Cullen, because had he not hit the treble 20, doesn't leave a finish.
98. Joe, you require 132.
Price not on the finish, so Cullen not going bull, double 16. Taking
60.
a safer route.
Might still get tricky this, though. Price sets up well. Cullen may only get 1 dart. And there is the set, there's the pressure. This is huge.
Joe, you require 72.
Every leg has just seemed dramatic in this set.
Joe Cullen looking at double 6. Oh, well, it was almost in and almost in double 10.
60.
It was almost disaster, it was almost delight. In the end, it's agony again because Price has left tops once more. Gerwyn Price staring it down. Finding it. And for the 3rd time, Gerwyn Price breaks Joe Cullen in this deciding set. And now comes out to serve again for a place in the last 16. Can he get it done this time, or will Joe Cullen break straight back as he has done before?
Well, it was the setup play from 1-7-3 that got Price the opportunity. Cullen missed 2. Can he fight back again? 3 sets down, reminder, Joe Cullen.
96.
2 treble 20s there, worth much gold at this point. Cullen needs 2 himself to counter.
There's a silence in the venue now, isn't there? They're all
42.
fixated on this match, and it's very much in the hands of Gerwyn Price now.
Every dart producing a sharp
58.
intake of breath from players and fans alike.
60.
Not enough. Price just to lose from here.
This is not the moment to ask,
128.
how do they miss? This is the moment to ask, how on earth do they hit? He needs the lot here, really.
133.
Leaves the fish.
80.
Price 2 at double 10 to end a classic, to end an epic. Double 5. Well, 2 match darts, and it's no surprise given the problems he's had on those targets tonight. Oh, the anxiety and angst that's going around this room. Another. Surely not. The bullseye for the fish for the match. You've never seen anything like it in your life.
What a way to save the match from Joe Cullen. Match start opportunities come and gone for Gerwyn Price. He can't believe it. But that is some hit. We're now at a 1-leg shootout. 6 breaks of throw in succession in this set. and it centres all the way. What a hit from Cullen. Price needs to dig deep again. It all comes down to just this solitary leg.
Saves the match
11th and final leg. It's
with the fish.
Game on.
You can't believe it. Gerwyn Price can't believe it. Joe Cullen can believe it.
59.
Settle himself down though, Joe.
Well, if you're sitting there asking yourself, when is all this going to end? This is it.
100.
It has to end in the next couple of minutes.
This is the final leg.
81.
Slender lead for Cullen, loose start though.
When they hand out awards for checkouts,
137.
the greatest checkouts you see in the tournament, never mind in this tournament, in any tournament in 2024-25, that will be it.
42.
He was on the brink of defeat. What's bigger and better than that? A 170 to save the match.
85.
Price just giving himself a telling off, but he's got a lead, 140.
Well, you wouldn't know what to believe anymore. Now the darting gods produce a body blow for the boy from Bradford. Brilliant setup.
134.
Brilliant setup, but Mark, he's still going to finish it off.
Yeah, Joe's got to apply some pressure. Needs another, you feel.
96.
More opportunities for Gerwyn Price to wrap up a thriller.
5 leaves tops. And this time the price is right. The Welshman has finally done it. The agony and ecstasy of World Championship Darts manifest. Gerwyn Price celebrates success but has barely got a breath left in his body. An exhausted Iceman staggers over to Joe Cullen to congratulate his vanquished opponent. But Joe Cullen, he was comeback Cullen, he was Joe Cool, he came all the way back from 3 sets down to level at 3 each and had chances to win it himself. But again, it's another agonising loss on the big stage for the rock star. He's suffered so many times on the big stage at the Ali Pali. He must suffer again, but what a performance from Joe Cullen, what a display. He'll probably feel he deserved better, but in the end, Gerwyn Price has muscled his way into the last 16. What a game that was, a breathless and breathtaking battle.
Yeah.
That's left everyone exhausted, including Mark Webster.
Yeah, what a match of Gerwyn Price. That's the moment he clinched victory, and more heartbreak on the big stage for Joe Cullen. He went so close against Humphreys last year. He had a match start this year and a tough one for him to take, but Gerwyn Price has just found a way to fend off Joe Cullen in the end. He goes through to the last 16 with that all-Welsh clash with Johnny Clayton.